You guys are sitting here on, what is today? Wednesday. Wednesday and Thursday. 2 days out of your busy schedule. Where do your team members think you are right now?
Having fun.
Having fun. Okay, where do they think you are? At a what?
Casino.
Okay, at a management seminar. Okay, at a casino. Right? Hopefully, they all think that you're attending a management seminar at a casino in Nevada having fun. Yes. The point is you're here to develop your skills in terms of management. So, what are many of them expecting when you get back to the office?
Change.
All kinds of change, baby. Oh, no, wait till they come in. Oh, I don't even want to show up for work the day they come back because there's going to be so much change. That's what they're thinking. So guess what? We're going to be one step ahead of them. We're going to totally mess up that expectation if you buy into what I'm sharing with you. What we're going to do is we're going to go back and go, oh, man, yeah, I had some fun in Vegas. Yeah, I won hundreds of thousands of dollars gambling, and I had a great time learning about myself. In fact, I learned so much about myself that I can't wait to go to work on myself. And in fact, I learned this great idea about how my boss is going to follow up and help develop me in the areas where I need help. I'll tell you what, I'm stoked. See you guys. That's all you're going to say at your next sales meeting. You're not going to talk anything about how they're going to change. What was the first module we covered in this class? Awareness, which was what? Introspective look. So for 30 days, we're just going to talk about ourselves. And we're going to work on ourselves, and that's it. And we're going to lead by example. We're not going to talk one iota about how we want them to change. Now, how do you actually roll out a tool 30 days from now? And if you buy into this and your upper management buys into this, what's this rollout process? You got to make it simple. Okay? Hey, John, here's a tool. I got it at one of our sessions. It's going to really help me grow. What I want you to do is give yourself a score on these items from 1 to 5. I'll give you a score from 1 to 5, and we'll meet Tuesday for lunch and talk about it, okay? Now, you're not telling your sales team that that's what you're going to do when you get back to the office. Hopefully, you're going to implement this process with your manager for 30 days. Are you with me? Then 30 days later, you're going to come back and roll it out with your team. And again, you can make it as short or as long as you want, but the rollout has to be pretty simple. Hey, I'll tell you what. Here's basically the skill set, some of the things that we're looking for. I just wanted to put some numbers for it so that we've got ways to, you and me, agree on how we can help you grow. You give yourself a score from 1 to 5. I'll give you a score from 1 to 5. You and I will talk about it at lunch on Tuesday. Fair enough? Remember, you work on yourself for 30 days first, then you roll it out on your team. If you do this properly, your team's going to wonder what the heck got into you when you were in Tahoe for these 2 days. We had a manager, I'm not going to tell you the company he was with. He came to one of our follow-up sessions. He says, I got to tell you. He sat in the back with his arms crossed like this for almost a full 2 days. The last afternoon, he kind of unroped. And I tell you what, he didn't even participate in the exercise because his company made him be here. I think it was one of their ways of, CYA, because they were going to let him go. He was in our training, and he totally changed. And about 4 months later, he came back to a follow-up session. He learned, right? Compliment publicly, criticize privately. He grabs me by the arm. He takes me over here in the corner. He goes, Tom, I got to tell you something. He goes, I took to heart. I said, I didn't even want to be at your seminar. You could probably tell that. He says, but I took to heart what you were talking about in terms of making changes in myself, and I did it for more than 30 days. I did it for about 45 days because I had a lot of room to grow, and I didn't want to admit that to myself, but I made some changes. And I had 2 salespeople come up to me and directly ask me what I did and why I was doing it to change myself because they were so ecstatic about the things that I was doing. Now, his numbers went off the charts too in a positive way. But what he started doing was changing himself and then paying attention to not just the activities that produce the numbers, but he started paying attention to the little things. Now, he spent more time in the field, and he said that was the biggest change that he made. Was instead of sitting behind his desk working on reports all the time, he got his butt out into the field with his people, and that was the biggest change that he made that he wrote down on his tactical map. But he said his salespeople, and this was the biggest kind of light bulb for him, they personally came up to him and said, thank you. I don't know exactly what you did or why you're doing it, but you have changed completely, and for our sake as a team, it's awesome. Thanks. And he came back up to me and told me that he attributes it to what he learned in this session, specifically exactly what we're talking about right now. So you take it or leave it, but that's the rollout that we recommend. Work on yourself for 30 days, then your team, and how do you do it? Well, now look, if you've inherited a team and none of this stuff makes sense, you know what? You may want to just start with your new hires. Share the job description with the head set, self-sufficient set, so that as you grow your team from now on, and then just start actively complimenting people and noticing the behavior things instead of just the activities. You can do that, can't you? I mean, you don't have to do a performance review every month and implement these forms to do that, but you can take notice of the things that they're doing right that you are expecting already. It's just we're not paying attention to it because we don't have time to do it. Make time. Those things are important. All you got to do is catch somebody doing it and then say something.